Welcome to DHN. I'm your host, Wade Teamer. In this video, we're talking all things Digibyte. We got some big news from the Digibyte Alliance, guys. I can't wait to tell you. Let's jump right into it because it's been way too long since we've had a chance to talk about Digibyte. The Digibyte Alliance is happy to be among the finalists that look forward to the opportunity to educate government agencies, leading corporate partners, and the Homeland Security Technology Consortium about Digibyte. Now, I oftentimes tell people when it comes to Digibyte, you have to really study the underlying technology, what's being built on the blockchain. And the first thing that I tell them about is Digibyte, ladies and gentlemen. I oftentimes mention it in videos, how many places this application can be used. It's going to be used in the metaverse, and if everything goes well with this competition, guys, we could be looking at digital ID for Digibyte being used by Department of Defense, Department of Energy, USDA, and just to name a few. But I don't want to fill you with hopium, so let me show you a few things. Now, first, if you're new to Digibyte, let me just go over what this application will be, guys. This is Digibyte's digital ID application. All right, this eliminates the need for usernames, passwords, two-factor authentication, because Digibyte uses a private key cryptography. So basically, in this sense, your identity would be tied to your blockchain wallet. But it's on Digibyte's blockchain, which is one of the longest running blockchains, and I have never heard of Digibyte crashing or halting or stopping block production. That doesn't happen 7 years straight. You won't see that often in crypto. One of the things that I think it's going to give them the advantage once they get to the judge's floor is that fact alone. Now, Digibyte, it also will not store any data on the blockchain, and that's important because one of the key things that they were looking for in this innovation challenge, guys, and I took the liberty of watching this 45-minute informational seminar there, but one thing they mentioned was the use of both public and private applications. And the fact that Digibyte does not store any personal information, that is a protection to both the product, the consumer, and the person producing the product, right? Because it's going to be just the technology. The Digibyte will serve as a technology layer on top of any product or service, right? The summit is being hosted by Defense Tech Connect, and as you can see here, it's where the Department of Defense meets the innovation community. But this summit has been going on for the better part of a decade now. They're in their 10th year, and they focus on bringing together the defense industry, private industry, federal agencies, and academia to accelerate state-of-the-art technology solutions for the military and national security. This year, their focus will not just be limited to energy and climate, but cyber, biodefense, space, advanced manufacturing, and 5G, guys. But what I really want you to geek out about is these partners, okay? The partners that are involved. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Hedera partner right there. And then, of course, right above me, you have HST Tech, which is the consortium that Digibyte will be going in front of. But Dell, Comcast, Amazon Web Services. Really surprised not to see IoTX on this list, knowing that Lockheed Martin is right there. But still, big names, big associations. And then here's the agency partners. These are the partners of the Defense Tech Consortium, or Defense Tech Connect, excuse me. Department of Energy, Department of Defense, National Institute of Health, Army, Navy, and as you can see here, DARPA, all right, Small Business Administration. So what these partnerships represents, what this competition represents for Digibyte, ladies and gentlemen, is the opportunity to establish an insane amount of relationships. All right. It was another thing that was mentioned often in that seminar was the fact that this consortium, their goal is to push forth collaboration between public and private entities in order to create products that would be interchangeable in both realms. It draws back to our Agenda 2022 video, guys, where I talked about this would be the year that we would see a rush towards public and private cooperation. This is the epitome of that. Now, what Digibyte has to do, guys? Well, first, before I tell you what Digibyte has to achieve, let's run down these areas of interest because there's some very interesting information here too. They're going to be looking at pattern recognition software for facial, objects, speech, and voice recognition, real-time analytics, sensors, scanners, imaging, cybersecurity, data harmonization, privacy enabled, and privacy centric solutions. That's really, when I said that Digibyte, their DigiID doesn't store any data on the blockchain, privacy enabled or privacy centric solutions. That fits right there, guys. And then we saw the massive amount of companies that are involved, and some of those companies have products that, let's just say Comcast, you want to sign into your account, right? Or that big thing, that big problem that Netflix has with the trading of passwords. You know, DigiID can solve something like that, essentially. That application can be laid over top multiple products in this space. And you can see here, guys, we got Digibyte listed as one of the finalists, and they are actually one of 3 blockchain companies that are on this list. The other 2 are Ceric, which I went to their website and I ran into one of those pages that said it didn't exist, so that was kind of suspect. But there's another one called Sensi Pass. It's an interactive human authentication method for securing using access to private digital assets. So as far as blockchain competition goes, I see Digibyte taking this one. I really do see Digibyte taking this one. But Digibyte has to achieve top 5 amongst the finalists in this competition. And if they do so, they will not only receive their share of a $25,000 prize pool, but what's most important is the relationships that they will establish because of it. Guys, they're going to be presenting this information in front of the people that are in charge of securing the country. All right. And I always tell people too, you can't convince me otherwise that Digibyte is going to be here for the 4th industrial revolution, because I've done the digging. I've read the right documents. I've talked to the right people. I've seen the right images. So this right here fits right into everything that I say whenever I go on that rant. So with that being said, guys, I got a lot of Digibyte content on this channel. So if you're new and you want some more Digibyte alpha, I'm just going to connect you to this playlist here. It's full of Digibyte content. Blow a weekend on it. Have fun. Before we go, you know what I have to tell you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. See you in the next video.